technologist. How everyone doing today? Alright, so there are some things that need to be discussed. I had an issue with connecting to my NAS drives. It couldn't connect for some reason. So there's two things I could do. One is to run a script that I wrote to fix the problem. So this is a script I wrote. If I run it, it's gonna, well, I can't run it again because it's already run it. So this is set up for Windows 10, displaying fixed to networking. That view will show you current connection and your IP, or your computer name and the device that you're connected to. If you're connected to it, then it'll flush out the DNS. It also makes some changes to the discovery of the network, which is the problem. And the discovery is the problem. It don't work. And they do an IP reset, with socket reset, advanced firewall reset. When you do the firewall reset, whatever you had in the firewall will be gone, and then you have to put it back in. So just to let you know, that's what this will do. Change a couple other things to some things in the registry. Then you have to reboot the machine. Basically, the LAN man station, the browser parameters, and the control sets get changed, and that's what happens here. And once that's done, like I said, and you might have to, if you still have problems after that, you're gonna have to right-click on the flag, run the Windows terminal, power terminal there. Check disk R F. Now, when you run that, then it'll reboot the system. It'll do it for you. Well, when you reboot the system and it'll say it's busy, then hit yes. And then when you boot the system, it'll run. It might take a long time, so plan, it depends how bad the drive is. Actually, well, it's marked. I mean, you could put type C if you wanted to there, but you don't have to. It's already set to C. Alright, let me get out of that. I don't want that on. This is Windows PowerShell. We don't need that on. That should solve your problems. And then another issue we all have here, let me see. gbedit.msc. That's group policy. If you're on Windows 11 Pro or 10 Pro, you get in there. Yeah. But those you're on home is a different procedure. And the script file would have to run. Let's see, I believe it's under here. Administrative templates, networking, network. You want to go to the QoS packet scheduler and reservable bandwidths. Now, when you first run this, I already made the changes to mine. It says not configured. There's nothing here. I wrote this myself. You would click enable. It'll say 80. You want to change that to 0, and that's taking 20%. You say 20% of your bandwidth. So you do that for all your machines. Then you click apply. It tells you the default is 80%. So that's there. That's all you have to do. 0, enable, and put 0. Like take out the 8 because it's just 80. So you can use the same 0 if you want, and then that's it. And then hit apply, hit apply, hit OK. They can get out of there. There's some more settings, but I want to play around with them right now, like the landman or the DNS. Right now, that's good enough. Wait a second. Let's see. I know Microsoft is using a lot of defaults from the old days. So if I go flag key, R key, that brings up the run command. And this. Yes, wrong. Damn. That's not. Should come up. Oh. What's this one? I just had it too. Let me see if I can remember my commands. Oh no, I clicked out the receipt. Hold on a second. Let me I can browse for it. It's not going to show extensions. It has to be MS Config. Okay. Okay. It won't pull it up with it, it'll. Oh, it won't pull it up without the extension. Okay, good. Alright. 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 Don't touch anything else here. You want to go to it? Okay, so basically you want to go to boot, advanced settings. These are old settings. Well, here there was, by default, these are not selected. Already set the maximum. It's already set the maximum memory. Before it's not selected in processor. Let's say the maximum memory was in there. I'm not going to change anything there. But when you select this, you put your two processors, or and by checking this, it'll show you the max. So it's already in. I'm not going to save it, but that's all. And you hit OK, hit apply, hit OK. That's it. And then you have to reboot, and that's it. Start up. See, they still have this legacy from the past is in here. That's MS config. That's one thing you can play around with. Nothing's gonna hurt there. Another thing. You can change. Let's see. Settings. It's up to you. I mean, I'll give you the code to change. I mean, you're supposed to do it from the router, but you can do it from the PC individually. So here you would click on network and internet. I'm connected by Ether, so it's gonna be a little. It's the same thing, but it's gonna be a little. Let me see. So you want to. So I changed my my DNS servers. So this is what you want to change it to. This one, let's see. I have another monitor hooked up here, the 27-inch in portrait mode. Okay, so for IP4, I mean, you can do it if you can do it this way, or you can do it the old-fashioned way. Is go to the NIC card and change the configuration settings there, and click on properties and put it in manually. That's one way, but now we have a modern way to do it. So we can go into here. So IP4, you would put 8.8.8.8. So those are the Google public DNS domain name system. So you would go in here, and the alternate would be 8.8.4.4. Okay, then you would hit save. I'm not gonna hit anything. Leave it unencrypted. Okay, and IP6, you put in 2001 hyphen 4860 hyphen 4860 hyphen twice 8888. It's right here, just as you see it here. And primary and secondary, so that's what you would put in. Okay. Well, the reason why you're doing that, you want to speed up, because these usually are faster, more reliable. I mean, ISP, by default, it'll pull the ISP if you don't put nothing in there, and then it can be a little slow. We're just trying to speed up the internet process here. That's the whole thing. So here you see it, 8888, 8844 for the IP4, which is 32-bit. This is much higher, 128-bit. So you got here. But you can't put this here. It won't work. It won't accept it. This is the way it is for IP6. All right. So make sure you check with your internet service provider, which is the ISP, internet service provider. Then you got cell phone providers, which is CSC. But anyway, you're checking with the internet service provider. Call them up and find out if they're using IP6. But it should. Another way of finding out if they're using it, there's a way of doing it. There's a program to run. I still have it. I think it was test IP. Let me see. I have something. Let me close out of that. We don't need to be in there. Most of the features in Windows 10 are disabled in Windows 11, like the metering that takes up bandwidth too. There is something else. I already ran the program. Let me see if I can find what this is. It's test IP6. Okay, so you would run. I'm not going to show you this because it'll show too much information from ISP. But if you run test so it's called test-IP version v6.com. You run that, it'll tell you if you're on, this is by default, it'll tell you if you're on IP6. It'll give you a lot of information. Again, that's test.IP v6. Alright, we're out of that. I think it's the other thing now. It's the test fast.com. Is that what the command is? That's a new one. Fast.com. Let's see, I'm running a capture, so it's not going to go that fast. Without the capture, it's faster. Okay, that's about average. Okay. Oh. It should be high. I'm paying for 1.2. It should be 6 to 700. Sometimes you'll see 600. It depends who's on there. It's a lot of factors with the cable. We have the new orange line out there, so they did upgrade everything for faster internet. Yeah. But yeah, all right. So Mac OS, it's basically the same setup. It's to get to there and change it. Linux, Chrome OS, and your router is where it starts. Some routers, you can do it. You should be able to do it. There should be a setting for changing the DNS. And then Android too. However, right now it's focusing on Windows. Okay, what else I want to show you? Let's see. There's one little annoying thing under 11. It's under Chrome. And most of the browsers do it. It's like it's automatically pulling up a prior browser experience. 10 didn't do that, but it's something that's a little annoying. Okay, let me see. I can. This is an old program. I mean, it supports up to 10. I did run it. I ran it. When I ran it, so this is SGTCP optimizer for 10 Pro. Well, that's all they have it set to. Up to 10. This has been around for a long time. I believe even from XP days. But I'm going to tell you, you might say, gee, why do we need this for? We're running 11. Shouldn't 11 be programmed? No, it's not programmed. It's not. Now, I changed the setting. Well, this is if you had, they expected 100 megabytes coming down. A lot of people have, I have 1.2 gig. Does this help or anything? Connection speed? What you want to change is, I have a script that can change most of these things here. But it's the advanced settings. Now, by default, it's not going to say 10 for maximum connections. I already ran this. I already changed it. These were, I think it's $4.99. Some outrageous high numbers. So this is what it changed to. That's the host resolution. Local priority is 4. Host priority is 5. DNS priority is 6. Net BT priority is 7. The default ones are much higher than this. So that's about it. I don't think these get changed. Oh yeah, because I already changed it in the okay, so this could, if you're running a home, this could change your QoS. We already did that in the group policies. So it says, it recognizes it, it's set to 0. This is what the default is now. But you're not going to have that. You're going to have 80 with a limiter. And I don't know, I changed this to 100 plus. I guess it didn't take it. MTU should be 1500. For, I think DSL, it's a little different. But most people are on either fiber No, I used to bend fiber. That's another thing I didn't mention that. I worked out of my house too. Uh, so if you had a tech, well, now it's more common because of the pandemic and everything. Everybody's working in the house, so I work from home. So if you are on front, what is it? I think it's Frontier Communications. Yeah, I was trained to do fiber and help people who had the fiber, the fiber TV, the router, the phone, and everything. I would get calls for that. I had that experience. I used to tell people, I said, you better off with cable, because they had a lot of problems with the fiber. You have to worry about the battery in that box that controls the whole, pretty much the way the whole system works. Some people have that box in the attic, in the garage, in all sorts of weird places. And the backup battery, I think it was a BNU, or B, yeah, that's what it's called. That backup battery has to be replaced. If that thing is not replaced, it knocks out your settings. And fiber is supposed to give, they tell you 400 down and 400 up, that's what you're gonna get. Well, most people had 75 down and 75 up. That's what, and they've had AT&T had a different kind of system because Frontier Communication was using Verizon's fiber, which is a little more stable. And AT&T, they have their own proprietary system. I think they changed it because I know my neighbor had fiber. They were running fiber lines in to dig up the yard. Oh, so I'm sure they get a little faster speeds now instead of being proprietary system. It mimics fiber, but I'm sure they must have fixed it by now. But yeah, so they have to use a special router and either Wi-Fi or LAN. The equipment's, I mean, it looked like it was using coaxial, but it's not. It's on the fiber system. But there's a lot of issues with those things. But nothing's really too sound. So okay, all right. So that's enough of that history lesson there. Okay, what I wanted to show you. Let's see. See, I do a lot of right now I'm doing printer. I do like HP, MS, MPS. That's managed print system. So then I'm doing that, or managed. They call it, I think it's called managed print solutions. I don't know. I saw somebody with their name on there, just manager of MPS. He put down solutions. All right. Okay. So yeah. I have. See, on this. This is my. Oh, okay, we'll go like this. Sorry. This is my badge for HP. One of the badges. I have better badges, but management. So, yeah. When they see this on you, you don't have to sign nothing when you go into these companies. Oh, you're with HP. If you go there blank, you're gonna have to sign in. Well, they should make you sign in, but it's up to them. Securities. Oh my God, you're with HP. Yeah, well, yeah, that's it. So most of the jobs I was doing, I don't know why it's okay. So I can show you these. These are they don't focus in right. These are typical two-piece. My job was to get these down, get them situated, and have a company would come and surplus them. But I asked them, what do you do with them? And they actually sell it over, like South America, or stuff like that, or local, and they'll buy these. So this client is like donating it. I don't have to donate. I think they get money. I'm not gonna mention the client's name, but that's what happened in this case. Another site. I was faced with this by myself. He had a pallet of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6 of them. 6 of these. Color LaserJet Pro MFP multifunction printer. So it's a scanner, fax machine, does everything, but they weren't using it for all of that. They were just using it for printing. This is what they got. Thank God he was there. They look like this out of the box. Yeah, they just have to be configured to the network. These are pretty easy to configure. And then one project we had this. This is the page wide. This is an inkjet printer. This right here alone, you're looking at 3,000 SG. You say, "Wow, that's a lot of money." Yeah, it is a lot of money. But this one was the it was me and another gentleman. We're in a conference room. It's pretty cool. I mean, we had anything you want, snacks and drinks and something like that. Anything you want. And they had coolers and everything. They had their own kitchen. It's a nice place where we were. Okay, so here's tray number 2 and tray number 1 on the side. And they were just using it for printer. See this little box here? Right, this little thing here, right here. That's for their badge. You can swipe the badge and then say you print to this printer. So say Betty came and she went to pick up her print job, but she saw Sally's print job, so she picked up Sally's by mistake. So this is to avoid all that sensitivity stuff. So you would put in a Kovac scanner. So we would pop that with a you can use a paper clip and you pop it. Somebody doing it, you just twist it. It pops right up, and you insert it in, and then it would take their badge, right? And I have a barcode on this one, so it was make and you scan it, and then their print job would print out for them. That's how that works. And yeah, they also have a keyboard here that pulls right out. That's what this is right here. See, and you pull that out, and that's how you can type on that, or you can type on the screen. Let me see what I don't want to show you my picture. Yeah, well, you're gonna see it anyway. That's another client. I guess I can show them because it's not no harm. I don't want to do that. That's not a good job. That's me. I told him, I asked him if I can keep the hat. He said no. It was brand new. What are you gonna do with it? Could have kept it. I like to keep souvenirs. I used to have other companies, they would give me the hard hat. There was a lady said they were having a function. I said, "Oh, do you have an extra hard hat?" "Oh, yeah, here you go." I should have brought it, but I left it behind. Oh shoot, what shirt is this? Anyway, this is my mask. This is dual respirator, by the way. Now I know you're gonna say, "Gee, why don't you just wear a regular mask?" Sweat, and then the mask get damp. It won't protect you. But this, you got you have 2 filters in here. Instead of having those big filters out, I do have those kind of masks, too, by the way. Then you breathe from underneath. It's pretty cool. This I can wear this for maximum wearing this is 8 hours. After that, you have to take it off because you're gonna have to. Let me skip over. We'll go to this picture. So here, the same printer I showed you, a page wide printer. These are $250 each. This is a 500 mem. This is tray number 3, and it takes 2 people to lift up the other printer. I mean, I could technically lift up the other printer, and I have done it. And then you just put it down on top, and you have to lock them in with little plastic clips that comes with it. If you lose them, you're in trouble. And that's how I know you say plastic clips. Why isn't it metal? Well, it is all plastic. This part of the piece. It's very. You have to inspect it too. We have to inspect it because these things can be damaged in shipping. It's the way they get shipped. Okay, this is what I'm showing you here. I want to show you this. This is an error that I got. It's a 61.A2.D2 error. Any of you out there are familiar with error? It'd be great to find out because nobody knows it. I shouldn't say that way. Nobody knows what it is. I looked it up. I found it said to do with something inside the. Well, what it said it had to do with. There's nothing. We checked that out. And I told HP. This is that way. There's no way to fix this, and nobody knows. Nobody has the answer. If nobody has the answer, and nobody knows how to fix it, why do you call a service tech? Service tech come. He didn't want to touch it. I don't want to touch these machines because he said he didn't know how to fix it. He don't know what to do with this machine. It's not laser, you know. It's inkjet technology. He had no clue. I might have another picture of this. Let me see something. I'll show you what it looks like all assembled. I think I grabbed it. I do have access to my download folder. Huh? Okay, here we go. Yep, that's what it looks like. 3,000 for this, 250 for that. It's a lot of money. And the ink is very expensive. Well, Amazon, I think the ink was what? I don't think it's 150. No, it's 300. It's really expensive. It's supposed to. Well, this is what they get this because it's really fast. Print out jobs. So this is it. And this drawer here. So the way you take out this okay, to put this on properly, you gotta take this drawer out, completely out. And there's two little plastic clips goes in. You take I don't have anything here. You take a penny or a dime or a quarter and you twist them in. So there's one, push it in, it's like a lock. You can't use a screwdriver, it's not gonna fit. You have to use a penny and you lock it into place. Then you say, gee, that's all that holds that together is plastic? Yep, that's why they did it. So that's how that works. So to put this on properly, and you have to put it on because if you lift it up, then it screws up the whole thing. You might get an error saying it's not picking it up. Yeah. The only thing with these problems with these printers is paper jams. So you gotta make sure that paper that you're putting in there, that there's no jam. You know, you're putting the paper in. What's this? Oh. Yeah. I usually you know, when you have a whole bunch of paper. Because if you have problems, if the paper's not in right, this printer and the laser, then they're gonna pop up on the screen and give you an error saying it's not put in properly. And then when you put the paper in there, this is gonna tell you have to. It's gonna ask you what size, and you have to tell it what size it is. It should do it automatically, but you know, remember, you know, this is plastic, and it has some metal in there, and it has sleeves, and you have to put the paper in there. See, this one you can put, you know. Well, this one is just regular paper. You can put either size paper in here. It's legal. I think it's 11 by 14. I think it is. I don't use that kind of paper here. But this is what it is. This is all in one. They're getting a fax. They're getting a copier. They're getting a flatbedder. They're getting everything in all in one. And this is just a small model. This is one that's really huge. I think I have a picture of that. Let's see. Yeah, that's tied into that account. Alright, let's see. I have to populate it here. Okay. So these are the different models I had to assemble by yourself. It ain't easy. So you have the bottom tray. Let me see this tray. Oh yeah. Some of them are labeled wrong. It'll say 2 3s. I know what you're gonna say. Gee, why does it say 2 3? That's where it is. So basically, this is the printer here, and these are the extra trays. Where this has wheels, and these wheels. Now you're gonna say, gee, want to move around? How do you lock into place? This metal sleeves that go in. It's like a flat plate, and it keeps it from moving around. You have to put 1 here, 2 here. Yeah. It depends. My sometimes I do one here, one here, one here, one here. If you do it properly. A lot of techs don't want to do it properly. I like things neat. I know the wires are like that. But unfortunately, this is a factory. So they didn't really care. See, this is multi-scan. This is an enterprise one. That's multi-scan. It's a flat better touchscreen. They weren't even using all these features. They got the keyboard. This is very expensive. Very expensive. But technology, they have different sleeves, so it can come up from different slots. It's pretty cool. They got a new one to this. I saw it. It was 3 times the size of this. Really huge. I didn't get to put that in. We did have to put together. But they say they could do it on their own. Alright, so good for them. And here's another one. See? This one has what I was telling you about. See how it's put in? You put the metal in. It's on all 4 sides. So it keeps the printer from slipping. But the customer might trip over it too. So you have to be careful. So here's tray 1, tray 2, tray 3, tray 4. Sometime down here is like extra storage. You could put a ream of paper down here. This is a multi-unit. When this thing goes bad, well, I used to repair. I used to repair the 5SI ones. Those were very popular. These replaced that. Those didn't have what you have today. Modern touchscreen. It's it's like a computer in a computer. The other one was just a regular printer on a network with a NIC card in the back. Yeah, I used to do. We had a project, a huge project where they were changing the router. They were changing the switches out. They went from 10.100 to 10.1. I think at that time was 10.1000. I did have experience with the 10.1000 and the 10,000, which is 10 gig switch from Cisco. I had to change the firmware, and then I also had to go on the network and use a special web interface to change the IPs or put the new IPs in. If they didn't go in, they would have to go to the printer. See, that's why managed printers are easy. Just once it's on the network, static IP or DHCP, whatever way they're gonna do it, they can be from a remote. Because when I go put these in, I talk to like a project manager. He's like another state, and then when he can see the IP address and it's done, my job is to go in there and configure it. After you do so many of these, it's easy. And sometimes you have to troubleshoot them. Like I said, the paper issue I had, I told him, I said, oh, it's coming up an error. It was the paper. And the tray, I took the whole tray out. The customer is actually watching me doing all this, but they're impressed. So, but I know my stuff because I used to repair them. But I don't want to repair them today. It's not fun. I saw one. I went to a client. I can't mention. Well, actually, it was what do we call them again? I don't think we call them that anymore. Not hedge hunter. I forget what it's called. It's called something. I can't remember. I was called in. I was on site. I was the tech on site, the repair, because they had so much printer issues. One printer was on fire. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. They put the fuser in because a lot of these laser printers have fuses because that's how it bonds. The paper goes through that and it bonds the ink on there. Yeah. So the fuser melted. Oh, it was a disaster. So they said the director pulled me and said, "Hey, Albert, what should we do? Should we? Because we're paying you $100 to fix this thing." Well, I don't know 100, but I'm just saying a part of that money. But yeah, but. He said, well, the best thing to do is we can replace it with a better model. And that's what he did. They took my advice and they replaced it. I researched for them. Did that with another department. They had a 5SI and it couldn't handle the load because the women in that department, there was like 20 of them printing it at the same time. That machine can't handle it. It just like died. So I did some research and I found out how much paper they're using per day and how much volume. It was actually the HP 9000. A lot of these replaced that model, but the 9000 could handle it, and the 9000 was very expensive. I told the director. She said, send it to my secretary. Well, actually, I talked to her. I said, this is what you need. They ordered it. It came quick. It solved the problem. case call. You know, by doing all that, they offered me a permanent job with them. But the job wasn't where I was. They was going to send me to Washington, D.C. 60,000. I had to turn it down. I don't want to turn down anything. Because they like that I was honest and I try to help them. Yeah, well, I do. It happened again when I was down here. I did some of the side work. I was paying a lot of money, so I went to go do it. And the printer is old. I said, gee, this is a $3 billion company. Why are you using this old printer? Why don't you just get a new one? Oh, we didn't know we had that option. Yeah, you do. Here's another error. I was called into one of the brokerages. Somebody put this together, and look what they did. Well, look what they did. This is a tray, a bottom tray. What do you see the problem? That's locked. Oh, no, sorry, that's unlocked. And that's locked. What do you think that needs to be? That's right. Not down, up into the lock position. Otherwise, they can't print. It's going to give an error. I said, and the guy who did it, he showed up because they sent another tech to come out. They sent the tech that put this together. Did you know that this has to be locked? Oh, I didn't know it had to be locked. Yes, you have to lock the tray. Because if you don't lock the tray, the printer's not going to work right. It might look like a little plastic flimsy thing. But it's there for a reason. But they don't do it. Yeah, this was the printer. This is the printer, of course, now, because as I can see. That's this tray. Gotta be locked to that. Because this whole thing, actually, it's this tray, not this tray. There's a lock. I mean, there's them in there. It's a shame. But, okay. Okay, now I had another project. I thought that somebody's going to be coming there to help me, and there was no one there to help me. So I thought I was supposed to help me. He said they want to know after they had equipment, computers, networking, all kind of stuff, and media things in there. They wanted to know what was left behind, how much of it was left behind, and then they wanted me to pack it all up. Well, I don't have all the pictures. I did clean up, you know, this is the little room I had to work in. This is the rack system there. Like, this is I cleaned up everything like nice and neat because they had no trash containers and stuff like that. So, on one box I had all the cables. So yeah, Ethernet cables, USB cables, you know, the knick-knack things and things that plastic adapters. So I created an Excel spreadsheet. You know, I brought this with me. This is my my laptop. I had wireless. I had a hotspot. I created a hotspot. Oh yeah, this is the gateway. I did introduce this in the review on the gateway. I haven't got the other gateway at the. This is 11.6. This is what 11.6 looks like. See? Okay. You can see it. Oh, sorry. There it is. Sorry. 11.6. This is 11.6. This is the other one I reviewed. I keep on thinking the camera's behind me. All right, so this is the this is touchscreen. It turns into a tablet. The only problem with that is the buttons in the back. But there you go. See, this is the tablet. And I created an Excel spreadsheet on this. I have Office 365. I had to get that one time because I was at I was doing a site survey and I had my iPad with me. And I guess the trial finished. Oh yeah, when I go to work, I carry this. See, you have this. You have your clipboard. This is how to order it. You can't find this someplace locally. Nobody has this. So this is a clipboard, so you can put your it looks more professional when you walk in this with this, right? You have this. You can store things in here. It has a little storage container. You can put your pens in there and like that. And you put the paper on top, you know. I can't show you too much because I have sensitive stuff there, so I can just take one of these pieces of paper. This is actually one of the sites. There's a lot of paper I gotta use. And I don't, I should carry a little mini scanner with me to scan the documents that I have to send back to HP so they can see what I've done. Alright, so this is how this works. And you go in there and you write on this, you know, you have, and you can write. Yeah, they sign. So basically, they have to. I have to sign. Service engineer would have to sign here, blah blah blah, from HP, and then the client would have to sign and everything. That's how that's how everybody gets paid. If they sign, they got to sign for the work. If he's happy, and normally they're happy. But this is good to have. This is an aluminum case. It's not cheap though, but you need that. A lot of us should carry that. I have other stuff too. I have a heavy-duty briefcase which I'm carrying my tools in. And when they say a crescent wrench, this is a crescent wrench. You need all sorts of tools today to do your work. And a box cutter, or I can use my keys for that. Okay, so I had to count everything in this box. Everything. I put everything in the box. What I did is I separated everything. All the wires are separated from the hardware. Another box. Here, I packed all that up myself. Those two boxes, I think they already had stuff in there. The keyboard. There's no Samsung in there. There's devices. Make everything look nice and neat. This had an Intel NUC. It's like a little miniaturized PC. There were two of them in there, and they had some processor chips that they were using. I don't know what they use them for, but I didn't see nothing like that. Sorry, tired, a little bit tired here. So I packed all this up, counted all the, used Excel spreadsheet. It came up to 100 plus pieces. Well, I mean, I could write on a piece of paper and scribble it. That's so tacky, and I found some monitors, so I posted it, and they had some kind of media plus. I thought that was like a media thing, but that's not a media thing. That's a cache. That's electronic cache register drawer. But he said he don't need it, and the company had sent them. That's who I was representing. It was a computer company. So in this picture here, oh, two pictures show up. In this picture, I packed everything up. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they took a picture of this thing. They were happy. Holy cow. Holy cow. $55 doing all this. That's all. Yeah. 6 hours. And he said, gee, why did it take so long? Because the client had all these two boxes were underneath here. It was a mess in there. It's a small little room. Then they're coming back and forth to go to the restroom. Yeah. It took an extra. They claimed it was going to take 2 hours. They didn't know what they had there. They don't know. That's what I was there. In fact, I could do a couple of those, but it was so easy. Well, yeah. Oh, I have a video of me installing Windows 11 is upgrading 10 to 11 without blowing out the drive. I'm gonna post that video. I found that. So that's when I was doing the gateway, the touchscreen. This thing here. Yeah. This is not a bad tab. I got this for what, $199? Well, I like the touch features. I mean, if you're gonna get one of these things, you want to go on touch. They don't have touch on all the models, and the model that's supposed to. Oh yes, I didn't get my model on Saturday like promised. Walmart said, "Sorry, but it's delayed. You get it Monday. Better get it Monday, or we're gonna have problems." Cause I have to go work. I got work. I got to work for it. Starting on the 19th. It won't finish until the 19th. That's not bad. It's an old printer. It's an old printer. Same thing. I'll take pictures. If I can take video, I'll take video. But you know, I'm not really supposed to shoot video. I can't shoot it live. But the client's gonna say, "What are you doing? Shooting a video?" Yeah, well, you're not supposed to do it. But I'll take pictures. I sneak the little pictures in and out. Okay, so yeah, that wraps this up. I mean, I just wanted to show you what I do now, and stuff like that. It's basically configuring this. This is so easy. I wish they had this years ago. We solve a lot of problems, but unfortunately, nope. That's it. I'm almost running into the same type of problems that I had with 10. Installing Windows 11. Your PC will restart. So, yeah. And then we have another screen. This is not coming off the hard drive. It's coming off the network. It should be much faster than this. I have to see what's going on. It's too much of a delay. Oh, I'm gonna have jumbo frames turned off. Oh yes, that's another thing too. Jumbo frames. If your network storage device supports it, you might want to turn it on. It goes up to like 9,000 something. It helps speed up the process. Without it, it's slow. I thought I turned it on. Let me see. Oh. Yeah, I like to do things. I used to change all of the receive buffers. And the other thing that was a change on this too. Flow control. Well, okay, it is on. Jumper frames. What's the other thing? Now, this is what drives me crazy. Where is 1 gig? You have 10 full, 10 half, 100 full. Where is it? But it auto configures where you leave it at. Then you got transfer buffers. You gotta be careful. Sometimes setting things too high would make it slow down. It's re-identifying. See, when I did that, I can't get to the folders. So there must be something wrong with it here. So we're gonna have problems now. Huh? It could be the NIC gone bad. Or it could be a driver related issue. I mean, these drivers are 2017. I mean, I should check with the manufacturer because Windows won't update the drivers. I should check and see if there's a newer driver. Well, let me fix what I was doing first. Turn up jumbo frames. Disable it. I should correct the problem. It'll connect again. Properties. I just want to do it. Let me see if there's another driver. Actually, it says driver 8 out. Driver escape. I don't even want to look at those things. So there's the driver for it. Yeah, Windows 8.1 64-bit driver. Let's go. Yeah, that's why sometimes it's good. I could. I have an adapter with Ethernet on it. I don't have too many of them. I have 2 of them. It gives the printer. You hook it up to USB 3.0. It gives the printer. You could bypass this and use another one, which should be much faster. It gives you 3 extra ports too. Let me see if I can get on. Oh, stop. Wait. It'll connect. Go to Amazon. I can show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's going to be USB 3.0 hub with Ethernet. Yeah, this is what I have. Wow, I paid. Well, it disappeared already. It's just it. There it is. So it's $19 for the unknown brand. Anchor, which is made by what's that company called? They make this watch, Amazfit watch. They make the robot ear. They make a lot of products. And they got the other brand for $15 for 6% off. I mean, they all look the same, don't they? Yeah. Okay, so this is what I have. This is aluminum. It's 10100 gigabyte adapter. Converts to LAN. Comes in handy though. It's pretty fast, and it gets hot too. Let me get saved an extra 10%. Oops. I might get another one because I have the 2 laptops. I originally bought this for the Fire Stick. So what happened with the Fire Stick is that you can side load your apps into it because it's Android, you know. So you can put on my Fire Stick, which is pretty interesting. I really don't want to change the subject. This handles IP6. Let's see. Supports IP4 and IP6 protocols, dual transfer mode, and auto transfer and data streaming reversing regulation. I should plug one in and see how it would work with this system. I think that's what my problem is. It's the NIC card is outdated. Data transfer rate is 5 gigabytes per second. Well, this computer has Type 3 in the front and Type 3 in the back. It has a lot of ports. I should plug that in and see what happens. Huh. I can't do it now because then everything will screw up. But yeah. They got one you can plug in a you can plug it into the Type 3 and you have another monitor. And I have 3 monitors, so I can have a 27 here connected for portrait, and I would have this, and I would have another one on the side. So I could, because I have the mounts. Like they had a deal on the mounts last year, so I bought a whole bunch of mounts because it came in handy for what I needed to do. Yeah. I guess I'll get another one of these. Paid less for that though. It does work. It can get hot too, just letting you know, like with everything else. Well, they have a little light on top now. They didn't have that before. Okay, so if you need something like this and your NIC card has gone bad and you do have it works better with Type 3. You could use it on Type 2, but Type 2 is going to be slower. You got that. There you go. See? I'm not promoting it, but that's what I bought. That's what it looks like. I only have 2 of them. I need another one. Because the new laptop that's coming could be like this. This has no Ethernet port, and the Wi-Fi that comes with this. Yeah, sorry. This has no Ethernet port, and the Wi-Fi that comes with this. It's only 802.11n. 8. But then you can use one of these. That's it. This gets. Another thing with this is it gets hot. This whole thing gets hot. The one that's coming, you're supposed to be able to put in another card and make it 64-bit. I want to see how that works. Right now I have a 32-bit SD, high-speed SD. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I mean, I know I went a little overboard, you know, but I try to cover everything. I try to teach you all, because with this, I'm going to share my experiences, and I have a lot of experience with the computers. I do rollouts, we do deployments, you know, for Dell, but they use HP equipment. I'm going to be surprised if HP took over Dell. I don't. Well, I could look that up, but right now that's not important. Yeah. But if anything bizarre comes up, I'll let you guys know. But right now, the only thing that happened here, it could be the NIC card on this system going bad, since the driver is outdated. I'm gonna plug that in. I have another one of those. I have 2 of those in the house. One is hooked up to to the other laptop. The other laptop is old. The other laptop that has no Type 3. It only has Type 2. Because I watch TV from the internet. The way I was doing it, I had a laptop or a computer hooked directly to the TV, like this. But today, you can go like this. And the Fire Stick will kick on. Whoops. Or you can still see me, but you can't see the TV. Yeah, yeah. Oh well, can't show you that then. Let me switch back. So many remotes. Remote for every little thing. I keep on forgetting I'm not videotaping with the camera. like I did in the first video. I used a regular. I didn't have the software to install and do the capture, but I found a webcam so you can see me talk to you instead of like mysterious talker, which comes in handy too. I run a game site too, by the way. Oh, I could show you all of that now. Let me show you that. It's the capture software is slow. Okay. Yeah. So this is the other side I run. I run this. The sound is off. Turn it on. Yeah, that's Star Trek Online. We don't have to listen to all of that. We have Star Trek Online, ground and space missions. We have Asphalt 9, race car games. Great. You can download that off the Windows Store. Microsoft. Oh, sorry, the Microsoft Store. Yeah, you get that off. It's free to play. You could pay. I mean, they're all the same thing, free to play. Yeah, you're basically you're doing the same thing like you're doing with Microsoft products and Mac OS and all the others. You know, we're all beta testers, so we. Like that. That's it. Okay. I also have Neverwinter Dungeons and Dragons. Like for instance, you ride a horse. And you fight demons and stuff. Now this game is very easy. I mean, with that game you can play. I know I can't spend. I don't want to spend all day because I know this video's gone over. But I just wanted to show you what options and things you have. So I've sites for everything. But you know, like I said, but the sites and everything, like the gaming site, this is new. It used to have been something else. I changed it to this. And we also, if you play Raid Shadow of the Legends, I'm not promoting them, but you know, do that. I don't put any games on here that have copyright claims, which is mean they file for YouTube contact ID. Alright, so the blue is the music. This one I do advice on dating. Yeah, I do that too. That's ASMR. That's to help you sleep, you know, help you relax if you get stressed and stuff like that. That's what that is. Got a lot of video. I need to fix some stuff on that to make it more popular. I need to change that. I look like a spirit guy. I need to change that up. Whole thing there. Well, that's what that does. And then we have solar. The solar, I started that. This is if you're into. Oh, this is the subscribe section one. It's a little different. I built this. This is the ASV gen. I do that too. I built a solar generator from scratch. So get to know about electrical and what it can do and how solar panels work. I have that on the house in the front. I'm getting a portable solar panel. So I can do it outside. So this little gem here was selling for $40 at Walmart. Go Power Plus. So everybody ran out and go get it. You see what I mean? I got 4 of them. I got 2 left. I have one. That's what's powering this light right now. It looks like this. So you have AC up to 100 watts, 150 watts, and you have quick charge, and you can discharge. And you also got a I don't want to turn it off. If I turn off, this light will turn off. It has a light on it. How long will that last? Well, hey, it depends how you use it. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, so if you're into solar and you want to learn about solar, then this is the place to go. Technology, if you have dating issues, you click on that. And yeah, I'll begin there. And this real life dating experience. This is the subscribe one. You know, there's a video playing. if they like you, validation, all that. We have everything, cheating. I have 12 different videos. There's some more going to come when I just need to get around to doing it. It's because, so I do the most powerful ones, what you encounter with a woman. So that's what's here. This is a good plug-in so everybody see that such a site exists. Because I cover everything. If they like you, age, emotional despair, complication, cheating. I even did some driving videos and I teach you what to look out for. I should actually add those to this. I need to get around to it. So these are the sites. Then we got music. If you're into me, I have 220 music videos, and I also have them in audio form and mass produced. We're just starting that out now, but I've been doing the videos for quite some time. So so it's time to make albums and promote them. And that's what I'm doing. So you can come visit it. Everything's right there. They're all linked together. I'm updating, so bear with me. Okay, so we got all these mean here that have been updated. This needs to be that's the next one to work on. Okay, guys, thanks again for watching, and thanks for I showed you a little bit about my world and everything here. See, up north. In the other house I was in, it looked like the Amityville Horror House. So down in the basement, I had a network closet. I run all the wires outside. See, they say, "Oh, you can't run an Ethernet cable outside. The cold weather." No, it still works. Please, I run it through a dryer vent. I run it up to the attic. I run it on the roof. I run it into their room. I'm not gonna sit there and rewire a house like that. That's pretty old to do. I do all that. Not gonna happen. Not with me. Nope. This capture program is using a lot of RAM. It's in beta, but I don't know. It seems to work. I'll use it for now. But anyway, like I said, that network was pretty good. I had access point upstairs, went downstairs. I bought 3 of them, so I had them all over the place. And I did a site survey and I tried to see how far the signal was good and strong. Everything was wired into the closet downstairs. It's good to build that for yourself and have it running. I used to companies would send me the products. So I could actually definitely say they sponsored me. I was involved in phone conversations. I think Telnet, I think it was Trendnet, that company. I was in meetings and stuff because I was helping them with the routers. I was test driving their routers. And then there was 2 companies I was doing. I got involved in that. It's hard to get into that today. But it was good. And instead of paying you, they would give you the equipment for free. And also, I had prototypes, things that had this miniaturized router you could connect to anything magnetic clipped. I wish I could find that today. I could use that. But anyway, that's it. Okay, hey guys, thanks again for watching, and look out for more videos. This one was supposed to teach you how to speed up the Windows 11 and Windows 10, because the Windows 10 and 11 settings are completely different. Microsoft changed a lot of stuff, but default settings are still in place, and Microsoft needs to change some settings, makes things go a little faster. Nobody's running DSL anymore, and nobody's running dial-up. Why are we still? That's why I'm gonna show you the tweaks that you could do to speed up the process. And only reason why it's not speeding up because this is running here. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay. I guess I can go bigger screen. Right? Wow. Hey. I can see myself. Oh, okay. So we have a big screen. Oh, we have different size screens. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Still a little sluggish. All right. Take care, guys. See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. You gotta subscribe, because if nobody's gonna subscribe, the site's not gonna last too long. Because I base things on the site, but I know this is very popular because everybody's using Windows, and I used to run something like this on Facebook, but that's more like a bulletin board. this is more interactive and you cover more people. Yeah, so I'm trying to get the videos off Facebook and bring them down, because there's a lot of good videos. Because I used to you know, I'll show you how I built my network here with the mini rack system. Because you know, I can show you how that looks like. So instead of having a whole full rack, you can have a mini rack, which is like a DJ's rack. It's the same thing as a rack system because it's the same length. And have rack mounted equipment switches and stuff like that. I can show you how that, maybe I'll give you a tour. I'll have to shoot another video for that. Alright, take care now, and thanks for watching, and bye for now. We're gonna end this video.